Hello there, we are back in Abject Darkness.
And this is part 5. I thought you were walking into a wall then.
Now, I'm at the plant.
The plant. As opposed to every other plant in the house.
Yeah. That plant on the corner that I spent a lot of time in last episode. Go to bed then, it's no good being cranky, is it, pal?
I mean, let's face it, it's pitch black, so you should be able to sleep in this.
Exactly, lights have gone out and everything. Sleep like a baby.
Has he got a torch?
Don't know.
There he is.
That looks promising. Does look promising. So flip the switch there. Boop.
Crouch.
He'll probably come out and be like, the grate in the basement should be open now.
I can't take anymore.
Then
Stop
shut up then.
panicking.
And he won't find you.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Isn't that the worst thing to say to somebody when they're in a situation like that? Though? Don't panic! Calm down then.
I think the worst thing to say would be calm down.
I don't know, because it's a case of you can just say, if you say calm down, everything's going to be okay. That's not too bad, but if you just say, don't panic, but, you know, then it's like, oh, don't panic. You always expect that, but something awful has happened, sort of thing, like, don't panic, but you've lost a leg. And you know what I mean? It's just like, what? To the basement. Na 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 na.
I'm on my way. I bet he stood right there, right on the stairs, and right where I need to go. I know
But you need to go down to the basement, so I doubt it.
Nothing to see here. Just a random person skulking around your house in the dead of night.
That's a good point, actually. Since all the power went off, why isn't he questioning why the power suddenly came back on?
I know, you definitely would, wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh, everything went off for a sec. Oh, hello.
Poop key.
Delicious.
Ah, yes, I can see everything.
I know, it's so unhelpful, that, isn't it?
I can see clearly now the rain has gone.
I can see all the obstacles in my way.
I'm tired of all of this.
I think he's got some sort of like reverse Benjamin Button situation going on.
How so?
So he's a giant baby in an old man's body. And he just really prefers being naked because, you know, children do.
Yeah.
Like, really young children. And it's a case of, that's it. So he's just got so he's just like strutting around naked because he's actually a weird Benjamin Button child man. Though Benjamin Button did look like a potato.
Yeah, he did.
Like, there was a lot of, like, spud moments.
I think I seem to vaguely recall seeing that at the cinema, like when it came out.
It's actually a pretty good film.
It is, if I remember correctly.
But the
Come
thing
on,
that I don't get is how was he born?
With great difficulty. No, he was born an old man, weren't he?
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Put the damn pill.
Because it's like he was like the size of a small sack of spuds, so like
Only a small sack.
Well, yeah, because he's not be adult size. Could you imagine giving birth to that? He'd rip her in two. Just just like one leg just popping out. Just no,
What's that?
it just wouldn't
Fully
work.
grown leg.
Yeah, just wouldn't work, would it? But yeah, he was like a small sack of spuds, and then he grew bigger, and it was like, oh, okay, that doesn't make any sense because that would mean that somebody had to like conceive him, and he was technically dead, and then came alive,
Yeah.
and then he
Benjamin
grew
buttoned his way to
younger and
victory.
and then he died again.
Nothing left to eat. It's all molded. I just want to sleep.
Nothing to see here.
She was weirdly blending in with that chair, though, doesn't she?
Yeah. What the bloody hell? This house isn't up to code at all.
Grab it. Where are you going?
Who likes to snoop inside people's houses?
Save.
Why didn't you grab the battery piece?
I thought he'd be attracted to the noise and be like, right there. Good lord. But now I can just swing by and grab it on my way back up. I'm probably going to save it after
No, because
grabbing it as
it'll
well.
come back down, won't it? It'll be there. See? Can you come down? So hide under the settee behind you. Behind you.
This can't be real.
Which I find ridiculous because let's face it, she is way too big for that settee.
Oh yeah. Like that's a,
Like
that's
her
a
feet-
small settee. Have you seen these legs on here? Come on.
Like her feet would be sticking out.
So, you like to go around and rummage in other people's things?
Yes, I do like to go for a Wurzel rummage. Bare ass.
One thing we did not want to see today.
Bare man ass.
That shiny, rubbery booty.
Yeah.
You think he gets quite sweaty and that's why he runs around naked?
Yeah, possibly.
Do you think the caretaker knows that he, like, the woman who looks after him knows that he runs around naked?
Probably not.
Crouch. Because, I mean, could you imagine just walking into a room and he's just there naked and you're like, whoa.
You're alright there, pal. With your apron on. Yeah, what's going on here? So now we can get the projector working because we've got film and we've got a BA2RZ.
What?
Battle rays. I was trying to save time, innit?
BR2AZ.
BA2RZ.
That says Bart.
I will make you regret your fall!
And away I go!
Well, let's face it, that's not that hard to regret that you were born, because you're seeing old shriveled man booty.
I knew it.
What did you know?
You knew what?
You weren't invited.
Damn right I wasn't.
Is that what you know?
invited.
Stop so rude.
Alright, okie doke. And
That didn't last that long. I mean, there's only one corridor.
a word you've come to dread. Hey Dick, how do you feel
What?
about corridors? Oh, hello. He's tending to his plants.
Right, you know where the library is, don't you? Because you've been around this house more times than you'd care to count.
It's down here, I think.
Yep. At least there's one good thing about this game that I prefer over Alien Isolation. And that is that when you hide in something, or under something, you don't violently shake for no reason.
Yeah, violent shaking's no good. Dr. Felton, I do not think I have the strength or the courage to keep up with this story. Therapy is not bringing you anywhere, and what has happened today is something very serious. I've got rid of the film. Reviewing your sessions of mesmerisation can only hurt your mental health, and I wish it would never end up in the wrong hands. Don't try to take it back. I've thrown it in the oven. I've thrown it in oven. I've also replaced the battery of the pendulum clock. We don't need the projector anymore. Take care of yourself, Gloria. Right, so
That makes it
Gloria's
sound like-
pissed off then.
Yeah. Unless she's not Gloria and, you know.
I feel like as soon as I press the thing that he's going to come and grab me.
That's a cutscene.
Thank you for reading ahead so that I know what I'm doing.
Well, I could just imagine you aimlessly wandering around like, what is this? What happens?
Facing away from the action as always.
Yep. Oh god, I see those numbering.
Oh heavens.
Mesmerism session with drug injection. Patient is Richard Felton. Mr. Felton, I remind you that you were sedated with a dose of phenoxyl and submitted to the constant swing of the metronome. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Breathe deeply. Keep your eyes on the metronome.
I can't
Stay calm. Keep control of yourself. We are here for you, Mr. Felton. What day were you born?
February 16th.
Can you tell me which day today is, or your wife's name?
Ariana. We're in March, I think. I don't remember. I can't remember.
That's normal. It's part of the mesmerism process. Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the metronome. You are now in oblivion. What is the first thought that comes to you?
Celeste. On the swing. Happy.
Celeste. Can you see her? Keep visual contact.
I see her back. She's still swinging. She can't hear me. Why doesn't she hear
Mr.
me?
Felton, keep calm. What you see is not material. It's a reflection of your subconscious.
My entire fault. I knew this would happen. That she would escape. We were supposed to protect her so that they wouldn't find her.
Who are they?
But I never thought she'd come back.
Do you mean Celeste came back after she disappeared?
She wasn't my little girl. No, she wasn't Celeste. She was Jennifer.
Mr. Felton, who are you talking about? Who's Jennifer?
When my father came back in 1930, it was like he was dead. No physical wounds, just broken inside. He changed. I have never liked or loved him very much, but the man that came back from Ethiopia was far from being the man that once left us. He came back to himself pretty quickly, but not how I wanted.
Mr. Felton, were you abused by your father?
Oh, no, never. He was a good man. Very strict, yes. A monster, but not that kind of monster. He never touched me. I was a disappointment to him. A wimp.
What?
And now there's flowers.
Do you think your daughter's disappearance is related to your relationship with your father?
She should have never been born. My father, he hurt me to prevent me from her.
Is this why you came here, Doctor? I hope you found what you were looking for. I tried to warn you. You should have listened. Is it really worth it to put yourself into this story?
And I've been goozled.
Stop, you bitch!
I mean, how isn't she dead at that point? Like,
Some things die and stay dead forever. Other things die and just linger in time.
Sir, sooner or later, everyone will find out the truth.
I already told you the truth. My daughter left us just one afternoon. We never saw her again.
Fucking liar! You said that she came back, didn't you?
You don't understand. You have no idea of what I've been through. The pain.
And didn't you think of the pain in your daughter's
how is she still breathing?
No, Celeste was the only bond between my wife and I. Our marriage was more of a business deal than love. It was one of those arranged marriages where only the parents-in-law love each other.
This has nothing to do with your daughter.
On the contrary, it has everything to do with her. After she disappeared, Ariana and I were divided.
But you said you were protecting Celeste. From who?
It's more than you can handle, miss, and you would not understand.
It's true. I might not be able to understand. But right now, I believe Celeste decided to leave because she was terrorized by your morbid intentions.
No, it's not true.
And yet, sometime later, she comes back home to the lion's
It's
den.
not true. One afternoon, she knocked on the door. I couldn't believe it. She was there. But it wasn't Celeste. It was Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Then you came in. God bless you. And thanks to you, I finally realized that Jennifer was to blame for my pain, my disease. I could not let her go away again. So one night I slipped into her bedroom, and there she was, tempting me. I could not let her hurt us again.
No. Can't be.
And You saw her
Wow.
body. I had to. I didn't have any other choice.
Disgusting. Murderer. You're a murderer.
Oh, God, forgive me. Forgive me. I was just following her orders. You came to us to free us from evil.
Oh, God.
Nice painting.
Hmm. Wiggle free.
Oh.
Here you are. You slut!
What the fuck?
I have no idea.
I beg your sins. I beg you. Please, please, give me another chance. You were burnt like the others.
Oh,
Okay,
dear
so
Christ.
they're the new enemy, I'm guessing.
Gotcha.
Oh god, you're like bleeding from the back of your neck.
I don't look healthy.
Heretic. Stop, sinner.
I'd save it if I were you.
Do you mind? I'm trying to leg it here.
What's going on with her arm?
Sister.
Oh, bloody and such.
Did you save it?
I think so.
Be sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
Kneel down. Be sorry.
Well, I think you're stuck.
Come to me. Little trapped sinner.
Oh.
Well, that's new.
Yep. Well, it's a different weapon.
Moths are poisonous. I knew it. Well then, that was a an interesting couple of minutes there.
Yeah. Well, your objective in this bit is to hide from her, I think. So if you go under the settee. Yep.
Let's wait around here for a bit. Red Nun, you say?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
It's cool how they like character models like there on the side.
Yeah. So you can see a bit more detail.
Yeah.
Although we didn't see him kill it, like, see his daughter's dead body.
No. Right, anywho.
And now we play the waiting game.
Oh, waiting game sucks. Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Can we play it with, like, Skittles instead?
Yes.
So we can eat them afterwards.
We'll play it with Skittles, and instead of using plastic hippos, we'll use our own mouths. What I'm suggesting is basically that we, just down a
Snacks.
packet of Skittles. Yeah. Oh, I've not had some Skittles in a bit. Oh, that's an excellent shout.
You mean like jelly tots? I had those in a
Yeah.
while either. But there's always that sugar in the bottom.
Oh, yeah, there is. You feel bad wasting it, but then, on the other hand, it is just pure sugar, so...
Yeah.
Is there something specific I'm supposed to do?
No, it just says hide.
Right, you are. Oh, I do seem to be doing a little bit of wobbling around now.
Yeah, but it was not as bad as when it was Alien Isolation, where it was literally like she was jumping up and down almost. It's like, oh, cheers for that.
This looks like it could just be breathing.
Yeah. Like, the other one was just basically, if she was a phone, she'd be on vibrate, because she was like... Which, honestly, was a horrible, horrible situation to be in, because it was just like... And like, it's like, well, with how you're shaking, I'm surprised if, you can't hear the metal locker trying to move down the corridor as you stand in it.
Yeah. So that's how I was able to get you so much.
Yeah. But it definitely would. That definitely would have worked under the beds.
Yeah, I feel so.
So yeah.
Doesn't seem to
Oh,
be
look at
doing anything.
that weird insignia.
Oh yeah, like a little sun.
Yeah, or a flower or something.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, you could always just, get out, distract her by throwing something, and get back in. Because it could be that it's just bugged out because it's a case of you saved.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it and throw it. You just throw it.
I can hear evil in this room.
You can hear evil.
Hey, wait!
What the hell?
Oh, okay.
Who the hell is that?
Please. Jennifer. Let me go.
Okie doke.
Ah,
Seems to be
Fair enough.
in the attic there. Reach the loft.
I think you should save it at this point.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that record annoys me just because it jumps all the time.
It does its job in making me feel very uneasy.
It doesn't make me uneasy, it's just that you can hear it jumping.
That's okay. Now the ambient noise is rustling my jambos. My jambos are being significantly rustled here, Dirk.
Well, that's fair enough because that is all we have time for on this episode.
So we'll investigate the banging door, I guess.
Yep.
Sounds like it gives you a little checklist of what you're trying to do in case you're kind of an idiot like me and get lost a lot.
Well, it's just like it's nice just in case you leave and come back to it, isn't it? Because then you've got all these things that you do, like the stairs controller in the basement and stuff like that. Because we never like experienced that yet.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, that's all we have time for.
Yeah.
So will Richard run into the Red Nun again?
Almost definitely, yes.
Will he have his jimmies rustled and be scared out his wits?
Also, yes.
Find out this and more next time. However, until then, please subscribe, watch the rest of our stuff. Richard, what the hell are you doing?
Breakdancing, if you don't mind. Wahoo!
Yeah, recommend us games, and we'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.
Take care. Have a good one.